A warm welcome to KCTV English News. I'm Hyung Shim. Jeju Island was found to be the most preferred domestic travel destination for this year's Chuseok holidays from September 12th to 15th. According to an analysis of accommodation reservation data during the Chuseok holidays by an accommodation reservation platform Yanorja, Jeju Island had the highest reservation rate among domestic travel destinations with 18.9%. It was followed by Gangwon-do, Gyeonggi-do, and Jeollanam-do province. Vietnam topped the list of overseas destinations with 28% reservation rate, followed by Japan with 16.8%. Let's hope more tourists continue to visit Jeju Island. The Jeju branch of Korea Meteorological Administration forecasts Jeju Island to be generally warm throughout this fall and a typhoon to affect the island. According to the KMA, the temperatures of this fall season will be similar to that of the normal year with large temperature fluctuations. In September, rainfall will be similar to that of the average year. However, some heavy rain is expected in October and November. KMA predicts a season average of 9 to 12 typhoons to occur this year. However, just one typhoon is expected to reach Korea. Elderly Haenyeo women sea divers will receive a monthly allowance from the province from the end of this month. 170 elderly Haenyeo older than 80 years old applied for the retirement allowance. This is about a one-fourth of the total number of 660 elderly Haenyeo in the island. Beneficiaries will receive a monthly retirement allowance of 300,000 won for the next 3 years from the end of this month. A team of local medical staff set off for the Philippines as medical volunteers. A group of 25 local doctors, dentists, nurses, and medical support team left for Santa Maria in Laguna Province, Philippines on the 23rd. They will stay in the country for a total of 6 days and 5 nights to provide medical services for locals who have lack of access to medical treatment. This year marks the 11th anniversary of local medical volunteers visiting the Philippines. Local apartment prices continue to fall. According to the Korea Appraisal Board, the prices were down 0.15% last week compared to the week before. This is the 11th week of decline in local apartment prices. Prices for jeonse, a form of lump sum deposit, dropped by 0.12% last week, marking the 33rd consecutive week of decline. Although certain areas in the country, such as Seoul and Daejeon, experienced increases in housing prices, the overall apartment sales and rental prices were on a decline across the country. The survivors of the April 3rd incident, who were acquitted of all charges after the court's ruling last January, will be given criminal compensation for the unjust conviction and wrongful imprisonment. Mike Lehman reports.
A group of elderly people received a bundle of papers from a lawyer. The papers contained the court's decision concerning financial compensation for unlawful arrests made during the April 3rd incident. Following January's decision that the military court rulings made during the April 3rd incident were illegal and thus invalid, victims claimed criminal compensation for false imprisonment. Now, the court's recent decision recognizes that wrongly convicted islanders were victims of unjust government authority. The court ruling says that 5.35 billion won in total should go to the victims. This amount was calculated based on the period of detention. Daily compensation was set at 334,000 won. Individual compensation amounts vary between 80 million and 1.4 billion won. Regardless of the amounts of money awarded, the judiciary decision carries deep meaning because it is the state admitting its guilt and offering an apology. However, the compensation is only for 18 survivors among more than 2,500 islanders who were wrongly imprisoned on false charges. Mass retrials for all those remaining cases look impossible. This is why a revision of the April 3rd Special Act is needed. It could serve to invalidate the military trials and compensate the victims. Meanwhile, the Coalition for Fact-Finding and Honor Restoration is preparing to apply for damage suits for the 18 who were awarded compensation. Finally, 8 other survivors will also petition for a retrial to clear their names next month. Mike Lademan, KCTV.
Join the music excursion at the Sanjimur Park concert where the old and new meet. Come and taste craft beer and enjoy a flea market at the Jeju Craft Beer Festa through August 31st. The Seyeongu Bridge Concert Series combines music with one of Seogwipo's architectural highlights. Enjoy a unique and modern take on the works of Gustav Klimt and Hundertwasser at the new Bunker de Lumiere. The provincial government is hosting Warang Warang Free Music Concert in Seogwipo City. Enjoy the beautiful night view on Jeju City Tour Bus. Rides are available every Fridays and Saturdays through October 19th. Taking a look at our weather, we expect heavy rainfall throughout Tuesday. For more details, here's your forecast. The morning low in Jeju City will be 25 and the afternoon high will rise to 29 degrees. Down south in Seogwipo, we'll have a low of 25 in the morning and a peak at 28 in the afternoon. Over in Seongsan, the temperatures will also be 25 in the morning, warming up to 28 degrees. Across the island in Kosan, we expect a low of 25 and a high of 28 degrees. And up on the mountain at Songpanak, we'll hit a low of 21, topping off at 22 degrees. Out on the water, winds will be out of the south and southwest at a speed of 9 to 14 meters per second, with seas between 1.5 and 3 meters. And here's a look ahead. Thank you for joining us today at KCTV English News. Please find us on YouTube at KCTV News Jeju and on KCTV's VOD service. Please take care.